Good evening, ladies and gents. It's the Dark One here. I'm bringing you Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse video. Right here is just going to be my little thoughts and opinions along with a little gameplay here. First off, I'm very pleased to what this game brought to the table. Now, it kind of gave me my worries in like the first couple of weeks because of the servers were pretty much like down the majority of the time, which just didn't let me get on. However, I was still able to do online quests like this one right here. And basically, I got a lot of different skills. I leveled up very quickly. I completed the story and I did all the things that I needed to do. But right here, let's talk about the roster because I think some people actually have some gripes about the roster, and some of those gripes were especially on characters like Frieza, who had multiple transformations that played a major part in the anime or the Dragon Ball series in general. They skipped those. They just went ahead first form, and then pretty much just final form, final form full power or whatever. And they pretty much just went along the lines of that. I don't necessarily disagree with it. I mean, those characters and their transformations did hold a big part. But honestly, like once you actually start playing this game, you're honestly not really gonna want to play as many other characters. You're too busy trying to develop your own character and max its level out. Or at least that's how it was for me. Now, I've also heard other people gripe about the intro. And one, I don't really understand why you gripe about an intro. Like, if you don't like the intro, you can skip it. I'm pretty sure there's intros in certain games that you don't like, and what do? You don't watch them. The, like, that's all you have to do is not watch that intro. That is all. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Next thing I'm gonna actually talk about the story and just what type of effect it had on me. The story had me on my heels for a while. I went throughout most of the story without using capsules, and capsules are just basically like they give you like healing abilities, they give you ki or whatever. I went throughout most of the story without using those, but once I got to a certain point, especially when it was facing a bunch of multiple enemies, it got very difficult. And I wised up and I actually started using capsules, and it made things a lot easier. But once you get towards the end of the story, you're gonna be facing some difficult challenges, and I would say to be within a comfortable level, I would say once you reach like level 60 or so, then you'll be good. You'll be able to do pretty much everything in the story, dealing with Mira, Demigra, and pretty much everything story wise, even going into baby and whatnot. You'll still be able to do those. And now we're going to talk about the quest. Here's something that I really don't like about the quest is you can do a quest and basically you get certain items from the quest. Now, obviously, once you complete the quest, you don't get all those items at once. You have to do it multiple times. And if you're trying to get certain super attacks, ultimate attacks, whatever, you're grinding to get these. And I guess it's a way of balancing the game itself, but I feel like you shouldn't have to just grind to get everything. Or at least you'll have times to where you'll be playing with somebody and they'll get like 3 or 4 items and then you don't get any. That's kind of a frustrating thing. Or there's a specific item that you're trying to get, but the item just does not drop for whatever reason. Um, it happens. It's just one of those things. Next thing I want to talk about is the actual character creation. Budokai Ultimate Tenkaichi. Pretty much it kind of introduced the character creation. I don't know why I was about to mispronounce that. A little accent, so I'm sorry about that. But basically that's what like creates the whole thing of giving yourself a feel of you actually being in the game. Now, as a Saiyan, which I am, you're able to go Super Saiyan 2. And one of the things I would definitely like to see is, as you can see Vegeta, like you have your aura change to that color. If you're a Super Saiyan, I would want my aura to actually be like a golden color. Or if I turn into Super Saiyan, I would like to see my eyes green, like everybody else's eyes turn as a Super Saiyan. That's a little thing. It's overall it doesn't dissatisfy me. It's just one of those little things. I know other people want to select a Majin that isn't fat, and that would also be a good gripe there. Pretty much, I know my next character from here is going to be a Namekian. Uh, for whatever reason, I see some pretty popular YouTubers out there, and they're doing fairly well with Namekians. Of course, you know your Saiyans are going to be very popular, but I would say Namekians are very strong in this game. And I mean, once you freaking get once you get one character, you already have a pretty good diverse amount of attacks to go from, and your combos actually start getting very complex. And I think that's one of the things that makes this game very enjoyable. Like you have your own interaction with the world. You actually once you can beat the game, and you might not use anybody else but your own character. And the balances that they have with each character. Like, here's an example of one. You turning Super Saiyan. In previous Dragon Ball Z games, you could turn Super Saiyan and it wouldn't take inner energy at all to maintain that form. In this one, it takes ki to maintain that form. And basically, when you power down, you have a time vulnerability, which basically your Kai runs out and your stamina runs out as well. So it takes a very well balance to actually maintain those forms. And I feel like that's good because that keeps people from spamming certain things. Because basically, if you just spam all your attacks and use up all your key, then if they find an opening, you're in trouble. Now, a thing that I might dislike is if you have the ability to turn Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2, that you actually can't start out the fight in that. I wish they would kind of change that. That if you do have these transformations, that you're at least able to do that. I feel like that would kind of make it a little bit better. But like I said, like they've done a very good job with this game so far. Like overall, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Some of the things that I'd like to see them improve on is just the consistency of the lobbies, which they're currently working right now. Um, basically, the grind for getting certain things not being as bad. But that's pretty much what I think about this game. If you agree with me, just like, comment, subscribe, and peace, folks.